guys. So this is going to be the beginning of this new channel that I am going to start, which I'm calling AI Radar, where I am hoping to talk about different news, upcoming innovations, and everything that's happening in the space of AI. As we know, in the realm of artificial intelligence, after the launch of ChatGPT, there has been tremendous amount of development. So I'm hoping through my AI Radar channel, I'll be able to contribute to the AI community with my own insight and my research, and educate people, or spread the kind of ideas that's being developed in the whole space of AI. So this is my first video. So for this channel, I also run another channel called Experience and Embrace, which has been sort of I was not very regular recently during the COVID times, but I'm hoping through this new passion of mine, AI and AI related developments in terms of audio visual tools, and I will be able to possibly contribute more to my viewers and everyone who's interested. So my background is I am an engineer, and I like coding and programming. There's two big passions that I have. One, whoever has been following me, I'm very interested and passionate about cryptocurrency and the idea of decentralization. And then I have been involved in AI research, natural language processing, and since last year the development of large language models have changed almost every field that you can imagine, how LLM can be used to produce and generate text, and how it can be used to produce images. So today, and that's why, or that's what is propelling me to also start maybe focusing on a specific topic. In this case, this channel will focus on AI. So that's all with the intro. And today is actually a very exciting day because of a specific release that OpenAI has done. And people who do not know what OpenAI is the company who launched ChatGPT that can actually answer questions, and we will eventually go through all the different ways ChatGPT are being used today. But today we are going to focus on this specific category called text to video, where you can essentially ask ChatGPT, or actually they're calling this SORA. SORA is the new tool, or that OpenAI is providing through this website called openai.com/SORA. And here you can just use your imagination to ask the artificial intelligence to generate video. We already have ways through companies like Stability, or Midjourney, and Leonardo AI, where you can use prompts, meaning text, to generate images. The hard challenge was that how can you just say or spew some words or text, and use a prompt to also create dynamic images, meaning like videos. And Amazingly, there of course exist some tools. For example, some has shown there's this funny video where with AI they um, created an actor eating spaghetti, and we can see that later. But today, OpenAI released this new tool called SORA, which actually surpassed everybody's imagination. So let's take a look at it. So essentially, SORA is a tool where you can create video from text, and these are some example. So the introduction here, the first text that they're saying, we are teaching AI to understand and simulate the physical world in motion with the goal of training models that help people solve problems that require real world interaction. So we are introducing SORA, our text to video model. SORA can generate videos up to a minute long, so 60-second video footage it can generate, while maintaining visual quality and adherence to the user's prompt. So for example, just look at how realistic it is. So this is not a real human being. This is not someone sitting on somewhere reading book. This is AI generated. Everything here this is not a real person, but look how realistic this looks. And this video was generated using this prompt down below, using a young man at his 20s is sitting on a piece of cloud in the sky. So you can, that's the power of AI, that you can just ask it something unrealistic, and these text to video models, they are trained on maybe thousands or millions of video footages from where it's learning how a sky looks like, how a cloud looks like, how a video or image of a person reading a book looks like, and then it can combine and generate, and essentially whatever human mind can imagine, you can now convert it into a real video which looks like a real um, event that has happened. And I don't think the realistic nature of this video is just so amazing. It looks so real. So the other prompt, this is another amazing one that has been catching everybody's eyes. So I'm just pausing it. Look, this is two pirate ship. So this was generated. The ask was the photorealistic close-up video of two pirate ships battling each other. And you can see two pirate ships are battling as they sail inside a cup of coffee. So as you see, like this cup of coffee, it's like in a cup the coffee is um, like almost boiling, or somebody's moving the cup and the coffee is moving, and and you can see two pirate ships literally on the on coffee, and they're fighting with each other or battling with each other. And let's make it bigger. So how realistic that is, and how detailed that is. Like all this 3D, this is not even 3D, this looks real. This looks like a real coffee, and amazing. So let's look at, so they have provided 9 examples here. So this one is the close-up shot of a Victoria Crown pigeon showcases. So this is like a close-up shot of a Victoria Crown pigeon. Its striking blue plumage and red chest. Its crest is made of delicate lacy feathers, while its eye is a striking red color. It's amazing how this AI model can almost incorporate every single information, every single command or prompt that it has uh, it has been asked by the user, uh, it's being incorporated in the video. That's amazing. So you can see the red eye here, and the bird's head is tilted slightly to the side. Yeah, and giving the impression of it looking regal and majestic. Of course, it looks regal and majestic with its head looking like that. Okay, so now go to the other one. So this one is a gorgeously rendered papercraft world of a coral reef. This looks like a little sci-fi, but the color is amazing. The color, that's like a sea horse. Um, it doesn't look 100% real. I can tell like these are not real like tortoise, but it's just beautiful. And okay, let's look at the, so this one is animated scene, features a close-up of a short fluffy monster. So it's a short fluffy monster kneeling beside a melting red candle. The art style is 3D and realistic, with a focus on lighting and texture. The mood of the painting is one of wonder and curiosity as the monster gazes at the flame with the wide eyes and open mouth. Its pose and expression convey a sense of innocence and playfulness, as if it is exploring the world around it for the first time. It's amazing how it depicted the innocence and playfulness. Look at its eyes. So it seems this model, the text to video model, literally can understand um, and mimics it when generating the videos. So there's more examples like this one. It's waves crashing against the rugged cliffs. I'm not going to read the entire prompt as I want to go through the other examples. So this one is a movie trailer featuring the adventures of the 30-year-old spaceman wearing a red wool knitted motorcycle helmet. Yeah, so that's interesting. So you okay. And wool knitted motorcycle helmet, and blue sky, salt desert, cinematic style shot on 35mm film, vivid colors. And this one is giant woolly mammoths. And this one, I think a lot of YouTube channels and other AI YouTubers showed the first, where a stylish woman walks down a Tokyo street filled with warm glowing neon and animated city signage. She wears a black leather jacket, a long red dress, which you can see here, long red dress, black boots, and carries a black purse. She wears sunglasses and red lipstick. She walks confidently and casually. The street is damp and reflective, creating a mirror effect of the colorful lights. Many pedestrians walk about. Everything is generated by these models, which looks very realistic. And this is amazing, and this is probably the greatest achievement in some way, because even though this is my first video, but in other YouTube channels and everyone who has been following AI models which can generate text, which can generate images, now this is probably one of the moments that we have been waiting for, where you can essentially now, using OpenAI's SORA, you can you can bring your imagination into reality. Whatever you think, if you can verbalize it, now there's a way of literally creating videos or footage out of it, which has great impact, because if you think about movies, creation of movies, how movie scenes, behind every movie there is a story, and then that story turns into film, like turns into a film or like a documentary or a short film, and we no longer need actors, I guess, like uh, and of course, I mean, the human desire for following personality will always be there. We'll always love our actors and actresses and their and if all the emotional play that they show us through beautiful movies and plays and everything. But uh, using all those footages, thousands of millions of videos, now these AI models can generate very realistic videos, and that is amazing. It's definitely going to hurt many of these industries, but if it's incorporated as a tool, uh, uh, then there is no limit to our creativity. And so down there, you can also see today's SORA is becoming available to red teamers. So essentially, OpenAI, because as you know, we also know the prevalence of deepfake videos. Uh, like this technology, if in the bad hand, um, uh, and during politics, so essentially people can use it for uh, to create violent and a lot of bad contents also. So I think um, OpenAI is being very sincere and careful, and they're only releasing it to certain creative groups. So we are also granting access to a number of visual artists, designers, and filmmakers to gain feedback on how to advance the model to be most helpful for creative professionals. So yeah, so this one, so they're being careful so that it's not going to be used for nefarious or bad purpose, and so that is good. So we see some other examples: historical footage of California during the gold rush. That's interesting, which basically means this LLM or this model had to know about what is gold rush event, how California looked like when the gold rush happened, what was the landscape around that time, and historical footage. So of course it has learned possibly from maybe movies made about gold rush or documentaries made about certain events, and then combined it in a creative way to produce this video, but still amazing. So if you look, this is a almost like a 24-second footage. So it shows it's little choppy, not like I cannot see everything very clearly, but it still looks like a scene from a movie. Has anybody watched like a movie from 60s and 50s? It's better than that. um, okay, so what about this one? This one is a close-up view of a glass sphere that has a Zen garden with it. It's like a glass sphere. There's a small dwarf in the sphere who is raking the Zen garden, creating patterns in the sand. So look at that small dwarf here and creating pattern out of sands. It's like a staircase, and it's inside this glass sphere. And I have seen this. This looks so real. This does not look like it's AI generated. This is like someone's eye, uh, a female eye. And look at the details here, like the eyelids, eyeliner, eyebrows, and the hairs. So, and skin. And and of course this is not someone real. Okay, but of course it's generated, or the model is trained on um, many videos of close-up videos of female face or female eyes, but still amazing. And this one is a cartoon kangaroo disco dances. Look at that. Like, it's funny. So you can imagine, like, growing up, I have seen so many. I still like watching animation films. So, and most of the films, if you think, they are just scenes, and every scene is maybe 30-second, 40-second long, and you have a storyline, and essentially a movie is a collection of a lot of small scenes. And if you can produce scenes coherently, and one by one, you can essentially generate a 3D animation film just using prompts. There will be no, you don't need real acting, someone wearing costumes to look like a cartoon kangaroo, and we'll be able to produce um, a lot of movies with high entertainment value using this AI models. And this one is a beautiful homemade video showing the people of Lagos, Nigeria in the year 2056. So it's about future. Interesting. Shot with a mobile phone camera. Beautiful homemade video showing the people of Lagos, Nigeria. So because it has seen 2056, how is it depicting what the world will look like in 2056? Oh, let's see. So is there, so they have some skyscrapers there. It's a lot of development compared to maybe how Lagos, Nigeria looks like today. Okay, so the next one is a petri dish with a bamboo forest growing within it that has tiny red pandas running around. Tiny red pandas. So it's like, so you could think about like fish, but instead it's like a red pandas running around. Petri dish with a bamboo forest. So this is the bamboo forest here. Next one is the camera rotates around a large stock of vintage televisions, all showing different programs, 1950s sci-fi movies, horror movies, news, static, a 1970s sitcom, etc. Set inside a large New York museum gallery. This is so cool. So a lot of televisions, all these different sci-fi movies or horror movies that's being shown here. Cool. And this one, the 3D animation of a small round fluffy creature with big expressive eyes. That's cool. And yeah, so it's like everything you can imagine, you can now convert it into a video footage. And there's 8 more examples here. I'm going to quickly show all of the reflections. So this is amazing how, like, this is a reflection in the window of a train traveling through the Tokyo suburbs. How is this possible? And this is a drone camera circles around a beautiful historic church built on a rocky outcropping along the Amalfi Coast. The view showcases historic and magnificent architectural details, and tiered pathways and patios. Waves are seen crashing against the rocks below as the view overlooks the horizon of the coastal waters and hilly landscapes of the Amalfi Coast, Italy. So the model had to correctly know how Amalfi Coast looks like, and then follow through each of the details from the prompt, and it looks amazingly beautiful. It's like an old church. Yeah. And next one is a large orange octopus is seen resting on the bottom of the ocean floor, blending in with the sandy and rocky terrain. Its tentacles are spread out around its body and its eyes are closed. The octopus is unaware of a king crab that is crawling towards it from behind a rock. And that's the king crab here. Its claws raised and ready to attack. The crab is brown and spiny with long legs and antennas. So this is what I was talking about. So you can think of this. This is a scene of Finding Nemo or something, or like a film where you are essentially trying to generate footage for a specific story for a movie or film, and you can now do it. And so that's why I think this are saying Sora is able to generate complex scenes with multiple characters, specific types of motion, and accurate details of the subject and background. The model understands not only what the user has asked for in the prompt, but also how those things exist in the physical world. So next one, this is one of my favorite one, a flock of paper airplanes. Look at that. A flock of paper airplanes, which you will never see in the real world. It looks so beautiful. It's like real birds, and on the trees it's moving. Beautiful, and all are different colors. And this one is really interesting. This one is a cat waking up its sleeping owner demanding breakfast. Look, the cat is trying to convince her. The owner tries to ignore the cat, but the cat tries new tactics, and finally, the owner pulls out a secret stash of treats from under the pillow to hold the cat off a little longer. This is so cute and so realistic. That's a persistent cat there. And this is Borneo wildlife in the Kinabatangan River. It's interesting how you can just tell it like a real place, and it's pulling it out from maybe its memory or the trained video model, because for it to be accurate, it needs to know how the Kinabatangan River looks like, and then it actually adds or merges other components, real or unreal things or animals, or into the scene, and then produces a coherent video. This is game changing, guys. A Chinese Lunar New Year celebration video with the Chinese dragon. And this essentially, like, it had to know how a Chinese, what is this Chinese dragon that it shows here, then how a celebration is done, New Year celebration, and then generates this video. So that's pretty cool. And then it also shows the next step. It's the model has a deep understanding of language, enabling it to accurately interpret prompts and generate compelling characters that express vibrant emotions. Sora can also create multiple shots within a single generated video that accurately persist characters and visual style. It's like walking through an art gallery here. My goodness. I wonder whether these are real art. I need to read up on it, because what my question is whether this painting that's being shown in this footage created by this model, whether these are exact same paintings that the model has seen in other video footage, or it also sort of like recreated it. That'll be interesting, because these are so many information. Look at even the frames and also the lightings, like how an art gallery looks like. So this is not just This is not a recorded video, guys. This is like an AI generated video that the AI model has learned from these kind of footages. So there's a lot of realistically looking paintings, and the room and the floor and everything, but maybe not anything is real. So there's 7 more. So this is beautiful snowy Tokyo City. And given that I used to live in Tokyo, this is real. This is sakura, sakura flower, and someone is walking. Uh, this is amazing. This looks like a real video. And next is a stop motion animation of a flower growing out of the windowsill of a suburban house. This one is the story of a robot's life in a cyberpunk setting. Okay. Yeah, this is cool. An extreme close-up of a gray-haired man with a beard in his with a beard in his 60s. He is deep in thought, pondering the history of the universe as he sits at a cafe in Paris. His eyes focus on people off screen as they walk as he sits mostly motionless. He is dressed in a wool coat suit coat with a button down shirt. He wears a brown beret and glasses and has a very professional appearance. In the end, he offers a subtle closed mouth smile as if he found the answer to the mystery of life. So every single detail in the word in the prompt is being incorporated in the making of this video footage. Yeah. The lighting is very cinematic with the golden light and the Parisian streets and city in the background. Depth of field, cinematic 35mm film. So you can literally give it. So given how you prompt it, you can ultimately produce anything you want. And this is a beautiful silhouette animation, shows a wolf howling at the moon. Nice. And this is a New York submerged like Atlantis. Look at how it combined the Manhattan of New York, where all the skyscrapers are, with fish, whales, sea turtles, and sharks swim through the streets of New York. So this is like a literally like a sci-fi movie footage, you can think. And then a little litter of golden retriever puppies of playing in the snow. Their heads pop out of the snow covered in, yeah, golden retrievers, super cute puppies, playing with the snow. Awesome. Then it actually shows some weaknesses this model also has, so which basically means there's still room for research to overcome these weaknesses. It may struggle with accurately simulating the physics of complex scene. For example, here as you can see, the treadmill that this person is running on also kind of like moving. It does not have mixing up left and right. The model may confuse spatial details of a prompt. Precise description of events that take place over time, like following a specific camera trajectory. Here I think, oh, you see, sort of like, yeah, one wolf is literally going inside another one. So these are probably some of the fail case. Yeah, so it definitely shows things or create things that's not possible with uh, what real physics in our physical world allows us, or allows any living creature to do. And this one, okay, a basketball through hoop then explodes. Okay, that's also not possible. Okay. Weakness is an example of inaccurate physical modeling and unnatural object morphing. Okay. And okay, so in this example, archaeologists discover a generic plastic chair in the desert, excavating and dusting it with great care. In this, SORA fails to model the chair as a rigid object. Oh, look at, leading to inaccurate physical interactions. It's like, look at how the chair is sort of like flying. Yeah, that's not physically possible. Yeah. And then finally, the last one, a grandmother with neatly combed gray hair stands behind a colorful birthday cake with numerous candles at a wood dining room table. Expression is one of pure joy and happiness. With a happy glow in her eye, she leans forward and blows out the candles. With a gentle puff, the cake has pink frosting and sprinkles, and the candles cease to flicker. The grandmother wears a light blue blouse adorned with floral patterns. Several happy friends and family sitting at the table can be seen celebrating out of focus. The scene is beautifully captured, cinematic, showing a three-fourth view of the grandmother, the dining room, warm color tones and soft lighting enhanced. So the weakness is what? The simulating complex interactions between objects and multiple characters is often challenging. Oh, when there's like a multiple characters is often challenging, furthermore sometimes resulting in humorous generations. Okay. It looks real to me. What is the humorous part? Okay. So this woman is, let me see it from the beginning again. Oh, look at the fingers moving here. Yeah, look at, yeah, there's something unrealistic. Yeah, like the the way they're waving their hands are kind of like, yeah, a real person in a um real scene. People won't do something like this. So when there's like multiple characters, the model is generating something like that. And then they talk about the safety side and how they're building tools to detect misleading content, such as detection classifier. So anybody using a video using SORA, it will basically put metadata in there. So for example, in addition to us developing new techniques to prepare deployment, the existing safety methods that we built for our products that use DALI 3. Yeah, and then finally, they say we'll be engaging policymakers, educators, and artists around the world to understand their concerns and to identify positive use cases for this new technology. So they are being extremely thoughtful so that it does not generate a lot of controversy around like deepfake videos. And there's some other examples I'll quickly go through here. Happy Order, Chameleon, Corky vlogging itself in tropical Maui, white and orange tabby cat, aerial view of Santorini in Italy. This one looks beautiful during the blue hours. Yeah. Okay. And then tilt shift of a construction site filled with workers, giant towering cloud in the shape of a man. Okay, so yeah, you see the shape of a man looms over the earth. The cloud man shoots lightning bolts down to the earth. It's also like a scythe. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes. And Samoyed and a golden retriever dog Yeah, this also looks a little unrealistic how they are running, but still beautiful. And this one is the Glenfinnan Viaduct, the historic railway bridge in Scotland, UK, that crosses over the West Highland Line between the towns of Mallaig and Fort William. Beautiful. So, and then they go through research techniques. It's essentially a diffusion model. Maybe I will make a lot of videos. Well, when I'll talk about diffusion model, I'll go through research papers in my coming videos for this channel, and we'll actually try to understand how how these models generate videos, and it kind of like says it in brief: generates a video by starting off with one that looks like static noise and gradually transform it by removing the noise over many steps. And all the research, they have this technical report that if any of you are interested, you can go through. This is the technical report, and I can probably make a separate video explaining this technical report. Yeah, so today we talked about SORA, this new tools by OpenAI, so text to video, and that is one category where you can use prompt to generate videos. And I think I can quickly go to Twitter, which is now x.com, and Sam Altman, I think, was almost live. He was taking request. So for example, taking request for certain prompts. Look, a bicycle race on ocean with different animals as athletes riding in bicycle with drone camera view. So this also shows that it's not that for example, I think Google got some criticism earlier when they launched Gemini, where they tried to trick us into believing that the model can do certain things, but actually it wasn't. It's so here I think everybody's praising Sam because this is like literally 10 hours ago. This person named Kunal Shah has requested this prompt, and he has generated it, and the model has created this footage and he is sharing, which basically means it's not like uh, they're cherry picking only good stuff and showing it to sort of like impress the world or raise money or whatnot. This model really does what we have been talking about. So this like think about it, like this is unreal. This is like a futuristic sci-fi movie. And this is like everybody's wearing costumes, and this is generated only from a single prompt like that. And Sam, just 8 hours ago ish, he shared it and showed the power of the model. Here the two golden retrievers podcasting on top of a mountain. So yeah, think about like if like as a funny sketch someone wanted to create this scene, they'll have to train the two dogs, put the like headphones, go to a mountain to generate this video footage for entertainment purpose or whatnot. Now with this AI models, using just a single text like or prompt like that, you can now generate this. And that's why we are AI is changing the world, and will and many people are probably not following, but this is going to shift so many things in such impactful ways, and this is an exciting time to be alive. And I will end here today. Thank you, everybody, and I will bring many more new contents. Bye.